Hey, what's up bros? It's Nico here, once again show you how to get things done. I'm starting a new series called How to the Pro Way. Today I'm going to show you how to record PC gameplay with the best quality and ready for YouTube, following the guidelines provided by them. If you're struggling to learn how to do it, today is your lucky day, because it's not as hard as people think, and I know you can do it too. This will be very easy and step by step, so you ready for this? Let's go! Okay, first you will need OBS, which is Open Broadcaster software. It is a free software and very easy to use. You can also stream with it, but today I'm just going to show you how to record your games. I'm going to leave the link to the site in the description below, make sure to check that out. You can find two versions for download, OBS Classic and OBS Studio. The main difference between them is that OBS Studio allows you to record different audio tracks, and that's the main reason that I personally use OBS Studio, and I highly recommend you to do it as well. What's the advantage of this? Well, you can modify the volume for your in-game sound and your voice in different tracks. If you record your gameplay with OBS Classic, both your in-game sound and your voice will be recorded into a single track, so if you have your volume too high or your voice too high, you need to modify both at the same time, and that's not good. With that being said, just download OBS Studio. Once you have it installed, make sure to use the proper one. You will have a 32-bit version and a 64-bit version. All depends on your system. I'm using a version of Windows 64 bits, so for best performance I use OBS Studio 64 bits. You can create multiple scenes, but you just need to create a custom source. Just click Add and a new pop-up will show up. As you can see, you have a variety of options to choose. The best for me is Game Capture. Once you did that, right-click on it and go to Properties. By default, you have the Capture Any Full Screen application, and that's the way to go, but you can also choose a custom window if you want. Make sure you have the Capture Cursor selected, if not, your cursor will not be recorded, and maybe that's what you want, so it's up to you. I have it selected. Now, right to Mixer there is an icon. Click on it to edit your audio tracks. As you can see, I only have two tracks. The first one is for desktop audio or in-game audio, and the second one is for my microphone. By default, you have all selected. Make sure to only select one for each track, as I did. If for some reason you select the same track for both, it will be like using OBS Classic, and you will have one or more tracks using both sounds, and that's not good. It's time for the good stuff. Now click on Settings. Here in General you have a second way to hide or show your cursor. I want to record my cursor, so that's why I don't have this option selected. The most important things are in Output. By default, it will be simple, but what you want is to change it to Advanced, so you can change everything. Click the Recording tab. Here is where you need to test for a while to find your best settings. Depending on your hardware, you need to change it. Before that, select Type Standard, a recording path for your videos, and make sure you select MP4 as a recording format. As you can see there, files like FLV don't support multiple tracks. Here you can add more audio tracks. I only have 2, that's why back in the mixer settings I had only 2. I think you don't need more, but here you can add or remove audio tracks. The encoder should be as mine, X264. I'm not rescaling anything, so the option isn't selected. Now, the important stuff. You should use CRF rate control, and the number depends on your hardware. 23 is the most common. The lower the number, the better PC you need. 18 is my number. If I go with 50, for example, my PC can't handle that and the files are laggy and not high quality. If for some reason 23 is not good for you either, you can go down to even 51, which is the worst quality. Try with 23 first, but if you don't like the results, play with these settings. Keyframe should be 0. CPU usage preset, as you can read here, higher equals less CPU. As I record using Full HD at 60 frames per second, I need to use the fastest option, which is ultra fast. If not, my CPU can't handle it and the file is laggy and low quality. What this option does is adding more size or less to your files. If you have laggy or low quality results, you should not only change your CRF but also your CPU usage, because maybe your CRF is good but your CPU is the problem, or vice versa. The profile should be high no matter what, the rest as I have it. Click the audio tab. Here you can name your audio tracks. I use only 2 and as you can see, one is for audio and the other is for the mic. Make sure to change the bitrate to 128. Now, click the audio settings and change everything as my settings. Sample rate should be 84, channels stereo, and I have default under desktop audio and mic audio, but you can choose one in case that you have more than one. I only have one for both, so that's why I have it on default. Click the video settings. As you can see, my resolution is there and I'm not doing any kind of scale, but if you want to do it, here is where you can do it. The downscale filter only matters if you apply some kind of scale output. Since I don't do any, it doesn't matter what I choose. Make sure to select common FPS values here. I record with 60 frames per second. Go to the hotkeys settings now. I don't use it at all, but here you can add custom hotkeys to record, stop recording, mute any sound or anything you want. Click the advanced settings now. The only thing you should change here is the process priority. Change it to high. You should record always using Direct 3D, but if for some reason your game is old and you see a black screen or even no audio at all when recording, you should change it to OpenGL. For example, I was testing the Elder Scrolls 1 The Arena and the only way to record it was using OpenGL. Once everything is done, just press start recording. You can do it before starting the game or even doing Alt Tab once you are playing and click record. This button will turn into a stop recording button, and that's how you stop recording as well. I'm not sure what type of software you have or want to use, but I use Adobe Premiere for editing my files. Here you can see my settings when rendering my files. I use AFI as my main format because I can use a custom codec that I'm going to show you next. I also use a preset already, so I don't need to change everything all the time. I just select my preset and everything is how I want it. No matter the type of software you use, I'm sure that you can use this custom codec. Don't pay attention to the details below because I'm going to talk about that now. Always select a name for your output file. As you can see here, Logarith Lossless codec is the one I was talking about before. You can download it for free and I will leave the link in the description below, so check that out. That's why I use AVI or AVI, I'm not sure how you say it, to be able to use this custom codec. I have 100 quality and the same resolution as I use. Why is this codec so important, you think? Well, this codec will make your file super heavy, talking about size, something like 100 gigabytes or even 300 gigabytes, depending on how long it is, because most codecs will modify your quality quite a lot and I don't like that. With this method, you will upload a video to YouTube with the same quality you play it, and that's why this custom codec is so awesome. Don't worry about the size. Once you render the file, you will use another free software to compress it without losing any quality at all, and you will end up with a file very small and ready for YouTube. I render at 60 frames per second. Field order should be progressive and aspect should be square pixels 1.0. Depth is by default 24 bits and I like that. I don't use render at maximum depth because rendering takes too long. For a video between 20 and 30 minutes, it takes, at least for me, something like 1 hour or 1 hour and 30 minutes, but with that option select, the time changed to 4 hours and that's not good. I don't see any difference in quality. You should try your best to have the same settings as the OBS Studio. That's why I have these settings, because you want to render the same thing you recorded, not doing any modification. In case your software provides more options, I don't use any of them because everything adds time to your rendering process. To end this, all you need is a free software called Handbrake. Don't worry, as I said before, it's free and I will leave the link in the description below, so check that out. Once you have it, open the software and select Open File. I have my own preset here as well, so I don't need to change anything. Once you make all modifications you want, make sure to click Add just below my preset and make your own preset. You only need to change things in the Video and Audio tab. First, go to the Video tab. Make sure to respect your settings. For example, video codec should be H.264x264 because that's what YouTube loves. FPS, just select same as source and click variable frame rate. In quality, I have 18 because 18 was my CRF, so respect your settings and choose your own number, the same as your CRF. In optimized video, you should use it as I have it. Encoder level 5.0, encoder profile high, encoder tune none. The only thing you can play with is the encoder preset. If you change it to faster, for example, it will take less time to compress the file, but the file size will be bigger. If you go to the right to slow, the file will be smaller, but it will take more time. I found that medium is very good because you have a decent amount of time and decent file size, something between 70 megabytes to 2 gigabytes depending on how long the video is. We are almost done. Click the audio tab, make sure to change it as mine, make sure to have 128 bit rates and stereo mixdown to respect your other settings from recording and rendering. As always, select where you want the file and add a name for it. Make sure to select MP4 because that's what YouTube wants and what you want. To finish this, just click Start Encode and this software will start the compression. Wait until it's done. Then close the software and you have the file ready for YouTube with the best quality ever and a very good size. You can delete the other file, the big file, because you don't need it anymore. That's everything for now. Maybe some other people have a different way to record, render or compress a gameplay or video, but after testing a lot I find this method to be very effective and the result is superb. Do you like this video? Make sure to leave a comment below and share your way to recording gameplay or videos. Maybe I can learn new tricks from you. I will be doing more videos about how to add tags, how to find keywords and much more to help you learn. I hope you like this new series about how to the pro way. I wish you an amazing day. Thanks a lot for watching, my friends. Stay awesome. See you soon.